Hey guys, it's Renaissance signing on. Today I'm talking about my health. Guys, I am back home in California on medical leave from work. I was on assignment and I had to be taken to ER for blood transfusions. My hemoglobin had fallen too low, and this is definitely not my first rodeo with this, and so I kind of knew at some point that I might have fibroids again. And so, yes, I have been diagnosed with two fibroids this time instead of four. I know I mentioned in another video I just had my 46th birthday, and I am definitely experiencing things that I have not experienced before in my body. And did my women's wellness checkup. The nurse found some concerning thickening tissue and smaller lumps. I've been doing my best to be in a healing environment. And whether someone is in least worst condition or more, like you have more symptoms or less symptomatic, it's all very mentally draining. Drinking my morning powdered supplements along with some good walnut sunflower milk with all of the goodies in there. There's some nutmeg in here, some turmeric. I just want to talk a little bit about, my occupation. I am a flight attendant and I actually really love my job. I get kind of emotional talking about it because I miss flying, but it is a lot on the body, different time zones, going from hot, cold to hot. Like I've been working out of the East Coast. The East Coast has a very different lifestyle. It's very hustle. People do like to work. They like to move and shake. Everything's a little bit more fast paced. I was pretty much working a lot between White Plains, New York, and Florida. So going back and forth, 18 degrees, 20 something degrees, and then the different time zones. So weather's been crazy everywhere. But this time I am once again evaluating my life and reflecting upon a lot of things. The fact that so many women go through this is really disturbing to me, and how our lives could really be interjected or interrupted with this issue, whether it's uterine cancer, cysts, myomas, whatever the case. And it's really about a lifestyle, because I was not plant-based the first time I had fibroids, and I'm plant-based this time, and it helps, but that's only one portion of it. And I just, I went to the library and I was looking in the health row up and down, just looking at different book titles and seeing what stood out to me. And I found a book on Ayurveda, which I mainly have been following for the beauty and hair stuff initially. But then I really started reading an overview about the lifestyle as a whole, the balance of mind, spirit, and body, breathing, having mantras, aligning yourself just with peace, and oils, the way to eat, everything. And I've been working on bringing those practices into my lifestyle and having them become a very normal thing. I've been walking a lot, and I've been taking newer supplements, and I hope I say this right, the Dong Koi, like the Chinese supplement. I'm doing the tea now, but I just finished up Dr. Scholl's, the Fem Plus, and the liquid solution for hormonal balance and menstrual support, as well as chasteberry and menstrual tea. I've been fasting while out in the field working. I cracked, not that I cracked them, but with having anemia and being an ice cruncher, I had like micro cracks. And so I have not been able to chew food regularly for like a year. I mainly was doing multi-day trips because then, half of the month I'm living somewhere else covered by the airline. And then, like, whatever my days off, I'm just hoteling it with my crew. And sometimes people want to go out and they want to eat this and eat that. And, I only have a limited amount of food available to me if it's soft enough. So I'm not even able to fully get all the nutrients that I need to keep my health up. One of the main reasons why I was doing White Plains, though, is because there's a Whole Foods that's a 4-minute walk across the street. And so I would go and get supplements if I needed to, soups, soups, bisques, freshly made juice, and softer foods like a yam or mashed potatoes. But I also had to go back to my storage and get my little traveling blender so that I could blend things up. Like if I want watermelon, I gotta blend it up, or I could have watermelon juice, but I have to blend everything. Good news is I've been accepted into the USC dental program as a patient. I've already had my first appointment. My second one is coming up soon. We did everything, all the intake, all the questions, any allergies, everything. They did the molds, we did the x-rays, we did all of that. And I already know that this tooth back here, like you said, it is infected and it's probably been infected for a long time. And I just didn't know, but I've been very lucky that I have not had any pain. Same thing with the tooth that broke. Now that one broke when I had beads in my hair, and a bead fell in my veggie taco and cracked down on it, and I probably swallowed half that tooth. and then that tooth had been gone. One thing I've learned just as an overview is to not mix too many supplements like together all at once. I believe certain combinations go well with each other, and also you have to be able to kind of tell what's working and what's not working. And I decided that I really like powders and liquids better. Some of the capsules are cool, like say the clear capsules, if you want to open them, like with the chaseberry, it comes in a clear capsule. If I want to open that and mix it in with my smoothie, the little powder, then sure, I could do that. But I've been doing supplements a la carte, like finishing off one thing to see if I'm having a reaction or not. And then that way I could eliminate what doesn't work and then take on what does work. I've been doing a liquid iron. Of course, I've been prescribed that. It's a plant-based iron and it's working really, really good. So that is what's happening again, and I will be happy to document this journey again to try to help myself and help as many people as possible, because I do the same thing when I have women's health issues. It's like I'm on YouTube, I'm on Google Scholar, I'm in the library, I go to Barnes and Noble. This time I'm digging deeper. And then basically my first menses after the transfusions, my brother had to rush me to ER because it was like a purge. I don't know what was happening to my body, but I had like a clot this big at the hospital, so much blood. They had to give me fluids. Now I am currently on day 3 of my second menses, which this is the one that the physician and the nurse where I'm currently going wanted to monitor, but the doctor wanted to put me on a pharmaceutical. I should say pharmaceutical. I do believe in integration. I was raised holistic. Those that have been following me for a long time know that the necessaries of like the medical industry have been helpful to me, and I trust the source upstairs. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I'm here, if this is where I'm supposed to be, I have to follow my gut and say yes to this, no to this. And in the meantime, I'm continuing on with all of my teas and my burdock root, and I got the nettle tea because I really just did not want to go under the knife again. I'm functioning right now, but every day is a work in progress. I believe this time that I can definitely shrink these fibroids that I have. You know, lifestyle. Hustle is for some people and it's not for everybody. And I'm learning more of who I am in this situation again. And wellness is very important to me. My health is very important to me because if you don't have your health, you can't fully live the abundant life that you want to live. I'm just really thankful for my coworkers who were there, my teamies, the pilots. I'm really thankful for everyone who's like just reached out to check on me to see how I'm doing. So this is just the beginning. You guys take good care of yourselves, okay? And I will see you in the next video. Renaissance signing off. Bye-bye.